Well, look, moving away from the royals now. According to Variety, the Will and Jada Smith Family Foundation is poised for closure due to a sharp decline in donations following Will Smith's headline-making slap of Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars. Are you surprised to see that this charity may be in decline or maybe closing?
I'm surprised it's still even going after that slap. That man should have been arrested for assault. It was an appalling situation. I know Chris Rock didn't bring allegations against him, but the police had the right to charge him with assault. He was on a world stage. What's really sad about this story is that the benefactors of this charity, which incidentally has seen an 83% drop in donations. So it was pulling in 2 million at its height, and now it's down into the low hundred thousands, I think a couple of hundred thousands. Yeah. Big supporters like American Airlines have pulled their donations. And you think about the people that were the recipients of this, that's a real shame. But it shows you're not protected as a celebrity. You are, you're is open to public lack of support if you're an ordinary person doing something. And, that shouldn't have happened how it did. He should have been arrested.
Yeah, and there are consequences, and we're seeing that play out now, even though he wasn't arrested. And bringing it back home now, the New South Wales government says it's deeply concerned about the state's festival scene after this year's cancellation of Splendour in the Grass. Organisers say the cancellation is due to unexpected events, adding to a string of other post-COVID cancellations. Angela, are you sad to see that Splendour's cancelled?
It's a real shame. We want our arts and music culture to thrive. They had great headline acts. Kylie Minogue. Who wouldn't want to go and see her? It's incredible, but it does force us to rethink, because it's not the first one to be cancelled. There's been a string of festivals that have been cancelled. Look, I think it has to go back to the grassroots in terms of when are these festivals held? Are they held at opportune times? I know that it's about access to big acts and celebrities, particularly when they're working to a Northern Hemisphere calendar. A lot of them are doing Glastonbury and Latitude Festival in the Northern Hemisphere, that sort of thing. To get access to them, we have to put them at times that suit them rather than us. But perhaps it requires some consolidation, some thinking, and just listening to the bosses of these festivals talking. I just don't know if they're really on the front foot in terms of modern management practices, about pulling in sponsorship, about the threat of AI that is going to increase the vulnerability of these sorts of actual live events. I just think the whole marketplace has to pivot, adapt, start thinking in a much more sort of savvy entrepreneurial way, while, of course, taking care of our artists. I mean, there are a lot of people that support the infrastructure, the food vendors, the sound guys, the stage people. There's a lot of people around a festival who will now not be earning an income. But I also think we have to look at the fact that cost of living is having a huge impact on how people are choosing to spend their money, particularly if weather events like we saw in Melbourne with the heat, like we've seen in the past with the Blues Festival and rain. Your car gets stuck, you've paid $300-400 for a ticket, you can't get home, you're wet, it's miserable. There is a lot to be said that people will not be buying a ticket when they think that could be the outcome.
Angela Mollard, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour. It's been brilliant to speak with you. Thank you.
Thanks.